A set of keys slipped from Daniel's hand, falling through the stairwell gap into the abyss. In the next instant, an eerie scene unfolded. Those same keys crashed down from above their heads, hitting the ground with a jarring clang that made all three of them jump. They instinctively looked up but found nothing unusual. Enraged, Daniel was convinced someone was playing tricks on them and rushed upstairs to investigate. However, as he rounded the staircase corner, the sight before him stopped him cold. The 10th floor sign had mysteriously lost its 0, becoming the first floor. He furiously drew his gun and aimed it at Jack, the thief he just caught, demanding to know if he had accomplices in the building. Faced with the accusation, Jack stared back in bewilderment, instinctively glancing at his brother James, assuming this was part of his escape plan. But James's face was etched with terror, clearly just as clueless about these bizarre occurrences. Seeing that neither brother knew anything, Daniel ordered them to stay put while he rushed downstairs to call for backup. When he reached the 8th floor, however, a closed stairwell door blocked his path. This unlocked door, which should have opened easily, now seemed fused to the wall, completely immovable. An ominous feeling crept over him as Daniel ran downstairs, only to find every floor's door similarly sealed shut, as if cursed. No matter how hard he banged and shouted, there was no response from behind any door. It was as if the entire building's residents had vanished instantly. A suffocating fear permeated the dead silence. Daniel completely lost his composure, gasping for breath as he stumbled toward the first floor, desperately kicking at the stairwell door, trying to escape this bizarre prison. But even after exhausting himself, the door remained steadfast. What was even more terrifying was that Daniel, in his panic to descend further, failed to notice the strange floor numbers above until he saw the terrified brothers again. Somehow, he had inexplicably returned to the 9th floor. This scene left the brothers frozen in horror. They watched, pale-faced, as Daniel charged upstairs again, only to see him reappear from the 8th floor moments later. This incomprehensible situation forced all three to face a brutal reality. They were trapped in an endless stairwell loop, where going up or down would always lead back to the starting point. To make matters worse, Jack had been shot in the leg during the earlier chase. Unable to get medical attention, he could only lean against the stairs, groaning in pain. To save his life, Daniel used a fire extinguisher to break open a vending machine, taking out bottled water to clean the wound, then removed his suit jacket to bandage it. After treating the injury, Daniel checked the time and realized they'd been trapped for 4.5 hours. Wiping sweat from his brow, he forced himself to stay positive, reassuring James that the police would surely come looking for him once they noticed his absence, and the vending machine had enough food and water to sustain them until then. However, 20 hours passed with no sign of rescue. Even more chilling was Daniel's discovery that the vending machine's contents automatically replenished. The food and drinks they'd taken somehow mysteriously reappeared, completely defying his understanding of reality. Tragically, without proper medical treatment, Jack's condition continued to deteriorate until he finally drew his last breath in his brother James's arms. Devastated by the loss, James completely broke down. He angrily shoved Daniel against the wall and grabbed his gun, determined to avenge his brother. Faced with this life-threatening situation, Daniel unexpectedly responded with a mysterious smile.